Cardfight. Good day, fools. Okay, I didn't mean to say that, but hey, good day, fools. Welcome again to another session of playing on a budget, where basically it's just me helping you guys want to play Vanguard at a low budget. If you don't have the T20 money, or the rich people money to afford yourself better cards to make your deck look awesome. So you've seen the play video. Of course I lost, but hey, what's important that the tactic works, and we need some improvement. So this is where you come along in the comment section and tell me, how can I improve this? Now the whole purpose of this video series is that we figure shit out on how to improve our decks to make it work, even though you're on a tight budget. When I say make it work, meaning that you are limited to use cards that are of common rarity or single R rarity, with the only exception of that you get over triggers of your respected nations. This is because over triggers are easily obtainable through reprints and not from only the base set, so which is pretty good actually. So without further ado, I'm gonna share you the deck list that I use in the video, so that you guys get a clear picture how I made it work, and then give you guys some ideas later. So whatever banters you have left, so leave it in the comment section, because I'll read them, but not soon. So starting off is that the right line stays the same, unless you have a better right line to play Draw Jewel. Please let me know, because we work shit out together, okay? So right line sticks to the same. Now next is that I purposely ran 3 extra copies of the trial deck Draw Jewel. This is because either A, you want the person on the right, or B, you want the extra plus 5k attack bonus when it's on the rear guard circle. So it's pretty helpful, but mostly for the persona right, because you want that extra hand size. Next is that now running Trillions Raider. This is because you want a definite grade 3 into your soul. Now yes, it's a bit late because you can only play it during your grade 3 third turn. However, there is a way to kind of cheat it out if you're lucky enough, and if you high roll enough, which I'll explain later. Of course, for the obvious fact that you need 4 different grades inside Draw Jewel's soul to make it work. So hence why running this thing is at least a fast option to speed up Draw Jewel's process to get your opponents down to 1 power. Moving on is the Siri. Now Siri is actually quite sought after, and some people might be willing to spend money on buying 2 trial decks just to get 4 copies of Siri. So basically this helps you to filter out your top deck. However, the drawback is that you put the cards to the bottom of your deck, unless if you have cards that can allow you to shuffle your deck. Then yes, the drawback is not that painful. But for the time being, in this budget build video, I'll be playing this. But if you have any other better suggestion, share with me in the comment section rather than flaming me on it. Now moving on is that I ran 4 copies of Diablo Digger Begil. Now this is basically a typical 15k attacker, plus 5k on attack when it's boosted. So if you know your magic number, just put an 8k unit and you get yourself an assured 23k attacker. So this is pretty neat. I mean, the skill set is pretty basic, and I know by the time BT7 comes out next week, there are better cards than playing with Beagle. But for now, if you have any better options using cards from previous sets, please let me know, because the whole point is to make this deck work using only commons and single rares. Now moving next is 3 copies of Mystic Accordionists. Now I know in the trial that you get 4 copies. However, let's be logical here. You have about like 3 turns to write from your right deck when on your grade 1 turn, grade 2 turn, and grade 3 turn. So running 4 copies does not make any sense. So might as well just run 3 copies, so that at least you are assured a grade 2 into your soul every time you discard. So it's worthwhile just run 3, but I'm sure there will be better cards in the future. But for now, this is what it is. Now for Fergus. Okay, it's basically it's still a slow card at the moment, as you can only use it during your grade 3 turn. However, it does help you to filter out cards from your soul and your drop zone, so at least you can meet the requirements. Now after this video, I will replace Fergus. I will reduce Fergus's card copies by 2, because I might have found some some better substitutions. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention to you guys. Now the cards I built using to upgrade this deck is that I'm limiting myself using only cards from D-TD02. However, I am open to use cards from the previous boosters, so that at least, you know, it can basically it's an interactive thing. I want you guys to help me to make this deck work together, not just my own, not just all by my own, because in Malay this is what we call shock sendiri. So we don't want to shock sendiri ourselves, which means, you know, we're full of ourselves. Next, Ling, another card that some people are willing to purchase 2 trial decks of, because this thing is a free cost on place. Check top 2, 1 to the soul, 1 to the bottom. But still, the drawback is that you put cards to the bottom of your deck. And what if you accidentally pull that and over trigger? How are you gonna get it back up? So yes, I might need a deck shuffler in future or past support, so that at least I can somehow reshuffle the key components or triggers, and possibly reshuffle them back up to the top of my deck. So that would be much appreciated. For now, put it this side. Okay, now if you see the gameplay video, I actually play Kristen. Now Kristen, okay, I think I mentioned in my unboxing video that this deck needs to run Kristen, because the deck itself lacks draw engine. Yes, the 2 counterblast is too heavy, but based on the card list in this deck, it doesn't use that much counterblast anyway. So running 2 Christians wouldn't really hurt the deck as much as I thought. So still returning at 2 copies. Next, Sentinel, of course, 3 Sentinels, and one of them will be Elementra's Sanctitude. So that's that. Now, Diablos Moderna Sheena. This is quite a haphazard decision from my end. This is because you use Sheena to purposely put a rearguard into your soul, which is good because you can selectively soul charge. However, this is where the high roll game comes in and might bite you in the ass, in a sense that your top deck might not be the card that you want. So what I can suggest, when I played this card, I purposely either had set up Ling or set up Siri to at least assure myself that the top deck is not a trigger, and at least it's a useful unit. So that's that. Now, when it comes to trigger lineups, of course, 1 over trigger. I actually ran 7 criticals instead of 8. This is because, again, this deck does not have any draw engine. Now, reason for draw engine, not just for defensive, you want to open up options for your next few turn plays. So hence why I'm running 4 draw triggers. So that is that's that for my deck list. I hope this kind of helps you guys, budget players to make this gradual deck in your own play style. But the way I'm building is I'm just giving you guys ideas on how to make this deck still awesome, even though you're having smaller budgets. Now, these are extra cards that I own, which again I'm limiting myself to from the trial deck and to BT6. Now, if you have any better ideas, please leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comment section below. I would highly appreciate that we can work together to make shit awesome for everybody else. So other than that, please subscribe and follow us for the next budget play video, and I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.